Do you really want to know what your dogs are thinking? Do you want to know how they feel? Do you want to know what they think when they look at you? Well, I'm sorry to tell you that there's no way to know. Thanks to a study conducted and published in the Journal of Neuroscience. In the Journal of Neuroscience, jointly by the Universities of Columbia, Cornell, and Baltimore, it is known that the canine olfactory system has a cortical relationship directly with the occipital lobe. And for people who aren't used to talking in terms of biology, neuroscience, or neurology, you should know that mammals create our model of the reality we live in the occipital lobe. And this is the first time there is documented scientific evidence that the olfactory system has a direct cortical connection to that occipital lobe. And this basically means that for us, it's impossible to understand through our own perspective. How does a dog perceive and process external information? Dog. In other mammals, including humans, the visual system is the one that really has the biggest impact within the occipital lobe and in the model of reality that we create. I mean, it's easy for me to understand that what you're seeing is a thatched roof, a background with trees, and a grassy floor. But no one has the ability to understand how that model of reality that we perceive visually is altered by a sensory system that has even more impact on that model of reality. No one has the ability to know how these reeds, these trees, and this ground change. It is altered by a sensory system that has even more impact on that model of reality. No one has the ability to know how these reeds, these trees, and this ground change. Once the information coming from the canine olfactory system mixes with the information from the visual system in the occipital lobe. So, it's completely impossible for any human to know how a dog thinks and how it processes information cognitively. A dog. With our methodology, we don't need to project human language to know what a dog is thinking. What does our dog feel? Because we are aware of how a dog's brain works. And once you have awareness and knowledge of how the brain really works, you can understand the neurological and physiological states that are optimal for the animal's well-being, along with the homeostatic processes that are necessary to achieve that. Hello.